Alright, so this is going to be a Libra Sun, Libra Moon, and as well Libra Rising weekly general tarot reading January 1st to February, I'm sorry, it's February. So February 1st up until February 7th, 2021. And bear with me a second here, guys, to shuffle the tarot cards. And as well, if you are interested in a personal reading with me or you want to take my tarot classes, you can check out the description down below. There you're going to find a link to my website from which you can view and purchase either of these services. So with that being said, moving straight away into the reading, first card that we do have for you, Libra, that will be the King of Swords, followed by the Hermit. Moving next, we do have the King of Pentacles. Afterwards, that is to be the Tower. And the last one, we have the Three of Cups. Oh my God, that's such a development. Just hold on a second. All right. King of Swords, that happens right off the bat here as the week starts for you. So that isn't an individual. I do think that that is somebody that you do know, because if it is somebody which just is stepping into your life, it's very generous from that person to do such a thing. So King of Swords, these people, they are very powerful by their own nature. They do have a lot of connections as well. They do have a lot of knowledge. They are on high positions. If you gotta guess what kind of a type of King of Swords is, they're usually lawyers, doctors. They are politicians as well, business owners, and so on and so forth. So King of Swords, they and it's very generous from them if they are just coming into your life, because King of Swords, they do not make things out of generosity nor out of charity. For them, everything needs to work as it is supposed to. What I mean is that you need to serve a purpose in their life, all right? In order for them to be kind of you. And as it comes here into the very first position, when that person comes into your life, and for the purpose of what kind of or rather like what kind of a purpose they are serving for you, looking in the rest of the cards, what they do for you guys, Libra, it is that they, how can I say, it's like a recipe of success, but not exactly. So you do have a plan, you do come up with an idea, for example, or you are facing challenges. One of these three. The point here is, it is that you may not be sure what you gotta do next or how to tackle with a specific thing. And this King of Swords deliberates with you on the problem, on the matter, on the enterprise, or on the issue, whatever, or on the idea. And with you together, you come up with a very effective method, how to push forward, you know, your court case, how to push forward your career as well, how to push forward your family life also. That could be your therapist, that could be as well your psychologist, all right, that could be your lawyer, that could be your medical doctor, or it could be as well your father, if you will. It gives you very, very good advice in terms of what to do next. The point is that this person, the analysis that you're going to do over the things you want to follow, over the things that you want to accomplish, establish, so on and so forth here in the future, that is, through the careful analysis that you're going to do with this person, you're going to come up with a very solid plan, very good, well-established strategy, very effective method how to get where you want to be. And this revelation, if we may say it that way, kicks in the Hermit card. And the Hermit card here points that through wisdom and intelligence that you are going to show as a virtue here with the King of Swords, which is the very first card with that individual, your focus becomes very, very substantial. And not just only focus, but as well move, drive, establishments also. And but the point here is that if you have been confused up until this point, what you're going to do with your career, what you're going to do with your family, for example, or with your love life and romance, with the, just hold on a second, with the deliberation with the King of Swords in here sitting on the Hermit card, you kind of like start seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. You know what direction you need to take, you know what you gotta do. And the good thing about this card as well is that you wouldn't care less at that point, you know what else or what the rest that are around you think of your aim and of your goal. You wouldn't care less, you know, are they find your approach that you came up with through these deliberations acceptable or not. For to you, and not just only to you, but in its core, is going to be once again very, very effective. And with the Hermit card, at that point you are to see who are those which wants to follow you regardless. In our country we say, who are those that are willing to go with you through the 9 circles of hell, and who are those who are going to waver in the very first inconvenience that you are posing on them. Which inconvenience is going to be your current move, the strive that you are going to do after you identify what you got to do, how to do it, when to do it, and toward what that thing is moving for. Now, the only thing that you are going to lacking, maybe, is the resources. And this is where the next individual comes in, and that is the King of Pentacles. Most likely that is somebody that you don't know, or if you do know, you know it very briefly. It's kind of like introduction, you know them by name, you know what they do, but you are not like buddies, right? King of Pentacles, these people, they are very self-absorbed. The only thing that they care about is their own personal domain, right? They care only about their family, they care about their work. These are those type of people that say, if you are working with them, you may be burning in fire and you may be in a very rough spot, but they will not care. They will not gonna help you unless they do not see potential in it, or rather like they do not see a worth in it, like worth for them. Like they will help you, but only if you give them a share of the profit. They will help you, but only if you give them credits for it. All right? They are not charitable at all. They are generous though, but not charitable at all. So this individual here sees the method, the approach, the endeavors that you are to do here, and it's willing to invest in them. If I have to speculate here about how that could develop for you, Libra, say you want to start a job, right? You do have a job that you want to chase. And here with the King of Swords, you're talking about how you're going to get the job, what company is going to be fitted best for you, and so on and so forth. You identify the best company possible. You go there to an interview here where the Hermit is, you know, the substantial actions and so on and so forth. And that is the HR there, that is the owner, seeing in you huge potential to grow and to develop in their company, and that you are going to be valuable asset in their company. So they hire you, they're very generous with the salary and so on and so forth. That's not out of charity, all right, because you are going to grow their company. That's why they're doing it. So we have a person here that comes up after you identify what is the light that shines for you into the tunnel, all right, which, like I said, sees potential in you, and your potential is going to be their benefit, and is that your potential is going to be to yours and their benefit as well, which there is nothing wrong with that, because in return they give you the resources you need in order to develop that potential. And after that, we do have the Tower card, and that is a bit of a baffling card. So right after the manifestation of the King of Pentacles, the Tower card shows that you will have to face some rather unpleasant circumstances, unpleasant symptoms of the situations. Probably things are not going to be exactly as you have anticipated, right? I mean, nothing goes exactly as planned in real life. So the Tower card here points that you will have to undergo certain transformation. It could be as well, now that I think of, could be as well through a demands and stipulation of this King of Pentacles. If we are following the narrative here of the job, he says, yes, I'm gonna hire you, but, you know, and he tells you what he does expect, something that you did not calculate it into your plans, and now you have to adapt. It's unpleasant, yeah, it's kind of like stressful. At some points you may feel like you are in a dead end as well. But the Tower card, it kind of makes you transform. So you simply become more fit, if I may say it that way, for the brighter future that is to come. I mean, you cannot expect a better future if you do not become better, if you don't become more versatile, if you don't become, you know, how can I say, more utilized, if I may say it that way. And you become all these things when you throw yourself outside of your comfort zone. You have to transform, right? And that happens only through difficulties. That happens only through, how can I say, being put into the forge, if I may say it that way. So yeah, I mean, all of your, how can I say, hopes, quote unquote, because they are not going to be like dreams, right? All of your hopes you will see crumble down, so you can rebuild them accordingly to the future that it is presented to you. And right after this happened, because this shocking moment here is not gonna last for long, Libra, a day or two max. And right after you sober yourself from that shock, you know, you kind of like pick up yourself together, or get up from your knees and undergo the transformation. Right after that, we do have the Three of Cups, and this is the very first steps toward the goal. So you do have the method, you do have the resources, you have aligned according to the method into the resources, regardless how difficult that were for you. Because remember, you know, just because you can do something, it doesn't mean that it's going to be easy. A funny thing, you know, I had a private reading, and long story short, the client was asking me, can they do something, etc., etc. I told them, you know, how they can do it. I said, that is going to be so difficult. Tarot doesn't care how difficult it's going to be. You ask, can I do it? Yes, you can, and you have to do this, this, and this. Is it going to be difficult or not? That is entirely your problem. You can't expect sitting on your couch that things are going to happen on their own accord. Well, they can. There are even specific cards about that, but not in this case, okay? Just not in this case. So when you do undergo your transformation here based on the method and the resources given to you or provided to you, which could play out in terms of relationship as well. You know, the method is given to you by the marriage consultant or the couples therapist, whichever way you want to say it. Then, you know, your partner here, which is the King of Pentacles, gives you the resources for you to do, I mean, the space and so on and so forth, but there has to be something in it for them as well. So they do have their own rules and stipulations. And with the Tower card, it's kind of like the alignment, the growth, the transformation of both of you. And here the results are coming in. And with the Three of Cups, like I said, the very immediate, again, I'm going to repeat myself, results are start materializing. You do see that what you do actually matters. You do see that what you do actually makes sense. And not just only that, but as well, people will enjoy your work. I mean, people will like what you do. People will be more emotionally connected and attached to you. They are going to cheer you on when you do succeed. People are going to feel bad when you do fail. That is because what you are to do is going to be for anyone's benefit. So that being said, guys, this was your general weekly tarot reading, February 1st to February 7th, 2021. Hopefully you do enjoy it and you do like it, and we shall see each other around. Until then, bye.